some interesting time for those that are keen on investing in Uganda. Now, last week, the statistics body announced a reduction in inflation. At the same time, NSSF Uganda announced a 10% interest for those that have actually invested with the fund, the savers, that is to NSSF Uganda. Now, we'll be delving more into details of how the fund is operating, the investment mix, and then, of course, the yield on that investment in our subsequent shows. It's Money and Markets. Welcome to the show, but I'd like to remind you from the onset that this show is brought to you by Emirates.
You want to talk business? Meet me in the On-Board Lounge.
First off, Airtel Uganda became the second telecom to list on the Uganda Securities Exchange. Now, in this segment, we speak to the captain of business at Airtel Uganda to get his promise on the return on investment for those that invested in this stock and those that are actually planning to make the investment.
I'll tell you, there are 3-4 reasons that we have gone in for this IPO. One is, we want the Ugandan stock markets to grow, and being one of the largest companies operating in Uganda, it's our responsibility to list in this market, expand this capital market, increase the awareness of investing in equity shares for the local community, make them part of our growth story, and in the process help this particular segment of investment, that is the equity markets, grow in Uganda. That's one. Second is, as part of our NTO license, we are mandated to list in the Ugandan Stock Exchange. 20% of our shares are to be sold to the local Ugandan population, including institutional investors, and list in the Ugandan Stock Exchange. The third is, when you list in the stock exchange, you bring in investors, the level of corporate governance will increase. And that's a very big factor, corporate governance. All companies strive to better their corporate governance. And one of the other reasons that I want to tell you here is that tomorrow, for our growth, if we have to access funds for our expansion or any requirement of funds, once you list in the capital in the stock market, it is easier for us to raise funds in the equity market. So these are the reasons why we decided to list in the Ugandan stock markets. We are selling 20% of our shares, that's 8 billion shares. Each share is valued at 100 shillings. So it's an 800 billion Ugandan shillings offer in the IPO currently that is going on. So if you really look at our history, I first want to start with the history of this organization. We started off as Celtel in 1995. This is the first mobile operator in Uganda. The Celtel operations got sold to Zain, and we took over Zain operations in Uganda in 2010. In the year 2014, we also acquired Warid's operations in Uganda, and that's the organization that you see today as a result of all these mergers and acquisitions as Airtel Uganda. Now, Airtel Uganda, as you know, is known for its smartphone network. We have 100% 4G across Uganda. Way back in 2019, we decided to make all our sites 4G. And during the COVID crisis, the Airtel network was available across Uganda for people to work from home and learn from home. So this is a network that people prefer a lot, and especially on the data side, we are one of the leading providers of internet in this country. We also take pride in bringing the best technology and the latest technology into Uganda. As you saw in the launch of eSIM, we are the only eSIM provider in the country today. We have launched VoLTE, Voice over LTE services, which provide seamless, high definition voice quality to our customers. And last but not the least, you saw how we launched our 5G in Uganda. We have 50 sites now live on 5G in Kampala. So we are seen as an innovative company who gives affordable products to customers and widely available across Uganda. So our shareholders are offering this at 20% of the value of the company is being offered as part of the IPO, and each share is listed at 100 shillings. But there are a lot of incentives for customers. As you take more shares, you get more incentive bonus shares for this. The details are there in the prospectus. For retail investors, if they apply for more than 2,500 shares and up to 18.5 million shares, they will receive 5 incentive shares for every 100 shares allocated. For retail investors applying for more than 2,500 shares and up to 18.5 million shares, and they apply through the MIPO platform, they get 1 share additional incentive. That means they will get 6 shares for every 100 shares allocated. So there are 3. First of all, we would request all investors to go through our prospectus and understand what are the details, what are the risks associated with any investment as a risk. All those risks, all those offer details, everything is detailed in the prospectus. There are 3 ways you can apply for these shares. You can go through the MIPO platform through Airtel Money. You can go to the USC website and apply through the USC website. And third, you can go to any authorized selling agent and they will help you to apply for the shares. The detailed prospectus is there on our website. It is available is available with all our authorized service agents. And it's widely available. And if anyone wants the copy of the prospectus, they can reach out to us and we will send a copy. October 13th is the last day of the IPO. And by October 30th, we will finalize the allocation. And by October 31st, we are planning the listing in the Ugandan stock. I would request the public to be part of our growth story. Invest in equities as an alternate option compared to the other investment models available like real estate, bonds. Equity is a good option to invest. Please go through the prospectus, understand the details, and please be part of our growth story.
We'll now take a very short commercial break. Money and Markets continues after this break.